Hello and welcome to the Indicator Warehouse. In today's video, I'm going to be covering the mean Renko bar as a standalone unit. The mean Renko bar is a completely new and improved interpretation of a traditional Renko bar. The mean bars are constructed similar to a Renko chart, with the exception that the opening price of every new bar is always transposed into the middle of the immediately preceding bar. The effect of this is a smoother looking indicator. It's also going to help produce better indicator response, as well as overall it just makes for a cleaner looking chart. Also, unlike regular vanilla Renko bars, mean Renko bars will show you the true high and the true low of each bar, similar to a standard candlestick chart, in that it's going to give us wicks to reintroduce this important price information that's actually lost with a traditional vanilla Renko bar. Mean Renko bars can give traders better entries, tighter stops, as well as, like I said before, a clearer picture of overall market direction. Let's go ahead and let's take a look. Let's compare the mean bar with the Renko bar. We're looking at the same time frames here on the same days, 6-8, 6-8. I'm using a 10 range Renko over here, and I'm still using a 12 range mean Renko bar over here. Once again, you're going to notice smoother indicators over here on the mean bar, and you're also going to notice that the indicator is more responsive. And this is just a 20 period simple moving average. The big advantage to the mean Renko bar, of course, though, is that we have these little tails that reflect the true low in this case. And in this case here, it's reflecting a true high. But without a true sense of our true highs and our true lows, as traders, we may find ourselves at a loss as to actually where to place our stops. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at the mean Renko bar in action. We're currently looking at the Russell 2000 for June 11th, 2012. What I've done here is I have applied the Indicator Warehouse Profit Manager, which is an automatic trailing stop tool that we use, and I am anticipating price reaching somewhere up in here to the 20 period moving average. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to place my order here. I'm just going to put a sell limit of 3 in.
Order pending.
And I've got 3 different profit targets. Now let's just go ahead and see how this trade shakes out. We've got a small double bottom here. You can see the 2 tails on the mean Renko bar. Stops dead in its tracks here at the low of the day. It's one other thing I'd like to point out as well about the mean Renko bar. Unlike a lot of what you can find out there that's created in somebody's basement, if you will, the mean Renko bar will reflect a true Globex open, and it will also reflect a true high and low of the day. There are actually some programmed products out there that will reflect an incorrect Globex open by as much as 14 ticks. Let's go ahead and let's keep an eye on how these bars are actually made. Now what I'm going to do, we have another unique little tool that's not a requirement but a very handy little item to have here, and that is the Indicator Warehouse Logi Counter. What the Logi Counter is telling me is this: in order for this to make a bar to the upper direction, it needs to close above 774.10. In order for it to make a bar to the downside, it needs to make a bar below 771.70. So let's keep a close eye on this bar here and watch how it's made. Alright, looks like I've gotten out of my first and second targets. Let's keep an eye on this bar. Watch closely here. We'll see if it continues. Remember, it needs to reach 771.10 and move a tick, and there we have it. You'll notice each bar is created regardless of where it closes and then opens, halfway in between the previous bar. Price may not have gotten up there, but if it had of, it would have created a tail like what we see here. The tails are an excellent way to confirm that the market is actually possibly headed in your direction. So we see we had a 3-bar pullback here, but then we start back down and we've got this nice long tail on our 12-tick bar to tell us. Now again, I have applied the indicator warehouse profit manager, and it's currently managing my stop right now. I'm going to pause the video and I am going to let this trade run its course. Wow, back here to check on my trade and see how I'm doing. And you can see we've got this big run down right here. We've got a little blip right here. But as you can see, the mean bar does an outstanding job of A, giving you a nice pattern to choose a trade from, and B, it also helps filter out that spurious noise that always seems to just kill the best of traders. Back to check on the trade again, and I'll tell you, we may be getting a little long in the teeth on this down move here, but one thing that we can do is, if we want to, we can actually tighten our stop to our most recent pivot, which there's a small pivot right here. I'm going to go ahead and protect a few extra ticks. I'll tell you what, it looks like we're slowing down, and we actually may be seeing not an exact double bottom right here, but I do have a tail here, and I've got a tail back on this bar right here. Once again, I am going to tighten my stop yet a little bit further, try to protect as much profit as I possibly can. I'm sure you can really see how these little pivots come in handy. Very clearly defined with the mean Renko bar. I'm protecting to this most recent little pivot here.
Stop filled.
All right, fair enough, taken out by the market. I hope you see the value in the mean Renko bar. I hope you can see they do a great job with patterns. They do a great job with keeping the indicators nice and smooth, as well as they give you nice little defined pivots there to not only help give you a smaller stop, also to protect your profits as you're in your trade. If you have any questions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to contact us here at the Indicator Warehouse. Thanks and have a great day.